We took the drive from New Jersey to New York and on up to the Bronx to Yankee Stadium. We were here for the two great American pastimes, baseball and eating. We were at Yankee Stadium during Fleet Week, and whether or not you root for the home team, we are always team gluten and dairy free. So let's see if we can find more than peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Go Yankees!
They won!
The
home team won!
Yay!
Yay!
Honestly, that went better than I thought it was going to. All the kids were so well behaved, and
they didn't. I know you see Asher with his tablet right now. He did not have his tablet at the game. And there's Nora.
The event itself went better than we thought. We held up pretty well given how hot it was in the direct sun. We were like, well, maybe we're conditioning ourselves for our trip to Israel.
And you guys went to a playground.
We did. That was actually really fun.
In the stadium.
I
love the hot dogs.
You love playing on the hot dog?
Yeah.
I appreciate that they had a place for kids to run off some steam, but also we don't pay money to go to a Major League Baseball game just to play at a park. So we played there a little bit, and it was great.
And it also wasn't in the direct sun, so that in and of itself had to be a plus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then we decided to go looking for food. And first off, our number one tip, if you're coming to Yankee Stadium, is to eat beforehand, which we did. We went to Brownstone Pancake House and really enjoyed our very full breakfast. And then when we got here, we were a couple innings in, right?
Yeah, we got here top of the third, maybe? Bottom of the third? Somewhere around there.
So by the time we sat for an inning and a half, played at the playground for a few minutes, we were ready for a snack, but the game was pretty far along.
Yeah. We were seated in section 305, and we had done our research on the New York Yankees website, and we found out that Oatly was served. Oatly soft serve, which is kind of an amazing thing that I didn't know existed, but Oatly soft serve was being served at section 305. So we went and we waited in line, and what did we find out? The machine was broken. The machine was broken.
Mommy and Asher and Axon went downstairs.
Well, first we went all the way around to section 318, is that right?
318.
And
which is also on the website, is saying they have Oatly soft serve, and which the attendant at gate 305 said you could go to 318 to go get your Oatly. And what happened at section 318?
their machine was broken.
The machine was broken again.
It was like trying to get a McFlurry at McDonald's. The machine is always broken.
Which we don't do because we don't eat dairy.
No, but it's just a known fact that they are notorious for breaking down.
Yes.
So, at this point we were not thrilled. And I will say, when I was at 218, person after person after
318.
person, 318, the people in front of me were all like, I'll take Oatly, and they were like, we're out. It's broken. So, I was not the only one asking for this, and it was clearly an issue.
But then you went downstairs.
Last chance.
Where the rich people sit.
We went downstairs. We went to 110. Don't worry, I'm not like driving in a bunch of active traffic. This is leaving the ballpark,
garage,
and
it's
standstill.
Yeah.
It's standstill. So we went to 110.
1 second, Nora.
And magically they had Oatly. Now this was by this point the 8th inning.
Mm-hmm.
So we spent a couple innings just chasing down Oatly. And
clearly we're a family of big baseball fans.
It was a good game. They were doing well.
It was actually a good game.
We went down to 110. They had the Oatly, and at that point they had shut down everything else they were selling at that stand, and they were just selling Oatly. And they still had lines wrapped around of people going to get Oatly. Guys, Oatly is non-dairy, but it also is certified gluten-free in the U.S. So I know there are some celiacs that can't have oats, but for us, that was such a good solution. We honestly were hoping to have...
Spilled on me.
It did get a little melty. We honestly had hoped we were going to get a couple kinds of snacks, maybe an ice cream and a hot dog. If you saw our California video, you see that the time we make exceptions to our vegetarian pescatarian rules are when we can get kosher meat, and they have usually Hebrew National hot dogs at Yankee Stadium, as well as some other brands.
So right by Gate 110 in the Great Hall, which is kind of like your front entry hall, near the Hard Rock Cafe and the steakhouse, right by where you first get your ticket scanned, they actually have 2 carts. They're not really full restaurant areas. They're carts. One is for kosher food and one is for gluten-free food. Now,
I don't know about this gluten-free stand. By the time we got over there, they were shut down. The kosher stand was shut down. The gluten-free stand was shut down. They said verbally, yeah, we're the gluten-free place. It said on the sign they have Impossible Burgers, although the boxes in the freezer were clearly Beyond Burgers, which is interesting to us because we don't eat soy.
Beyond. Yeah. And then they did have some Budweiser seltzer, which is gluten-free. They also had some Budweiser, which is distinctly not gluten-free and also not very good, even if you had gluten, but neither here nor there.
You do you. But all that to say, I was a little suspicious of this gluten-free stand. I don't know that I would have been comfortable eating there even if they had said to me, like, this is it. Even I probably would have had to go get a Hebrew National hot dog over at the kosher hot dog stand and then go get a gluten-free bun over at the gluten-free stand.
Here comes the lady running over, waving a hot dog.
So in the end, that didn't happen because it was already the 8th inning. They were all shut down. But I have heard from other folks who have been to Yankee Stadium this season that gluten-free stand runs out kind of early in the game. Maybe they'll start stocking it better going forward. But as far as we're concerned, eat before you go. The ice cream was good when we got it.
Ice cream was great. Very tasty.
Vanilla, chocolate, and swirl. So it was fun to have options.
Both of them together.
Nora's recommendation, swirl.
Yeah. It's nice that they have Oatly. I'm glad they got that new sponsorship.
A funny story. So when I went up to 305, or when we went up to 305 and asked for the Oatly, we said, "Oh, we want the Oatly," and we want the ice cream, and they said it's broken, but you can get Ben and Jerry's on, I don't know, some other gate. I don't know what gate, so I'm not going to tell you the wrong gate. And I said, "Oh no, we need the Oatly because we need it to be dairy free because it's not real milk." The guy goes, "It's not real milk? I had no idea." So clearly, this is not the person you're asking for allergen information. And then what was your experience when you bought it at 110?
Finally at 110, I got down there and said, I would like 4 cups of Oatly. And she was like, what? And I said, 4 cups of Oatly? And she said, all we have is non-dairy ice cream. And I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Take that then.
Customer service. It's okay. It's just whenever you're dealing with dietary restrictions and allergens, to have customer service that doesn't know those kind of basics about something that is literally plastered on the front of the machine. It said Oatly. It was all over the top of their kiosk. It's a little bit surprising and a little bit disconcerting if to you it is a safety issue. And I just want to say, I did research before we went. You did research. We Googled. A lot of the information we found was from 2017, 2018. So some of the kiosks that we heard recommended online had moved. But I was hoping to find a place that just had a dedicated fryer. Now they're using more celebrity chefs and popular local restaurateurs to open kiosks around, which is great. So they had a Mighty Quinn's. What were some of the other places? Do you remember?
Bobby's Burgers.
Yeah, stuff like that. And I thought maybe one of those places would have a dedicated fryer. But I couldn't, for the life of me, find information on the internet. I wasn't about to stand in every single line. So as much as I wanted fries, no luck. I've heard that it's possible to get gluten-free buns at some of the regular concession stands if you're getting a burger. So maybe that's a good option if you are a meat eater. And maybe if you're not nervous about cross-contamination. If you are nervous about cross-contamination, stick with that gluten-free grill in the Grand Hall. But we did not ask them about bun substitutes in the regular concession stands, maybe they're available. The information is outdated and changed so much and not very consolidated on the website. I really wish they had an online source.
You actually can't find gluten-free information on the Yankees website.
No, they provide nothing official, which is kind of a bummer.
All right.
It is. We turned off the air.
We got to turn the air conditioning on or we're going to melt.
Thank you
Nora's
guys for
sweating.
coming with us to Yankee Stadium today, and we'll see you next time, travelers.